Much friends, before class, we have studied some points from the chapter chemical reactions and equations. Remember once again, the four types of chemical reactions identified. The last one type of the chemical reaction, chemical double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. And some examples also identified. So what we call chemical double displacement reaction? One type of chemical reaction. So ಆತರ ನಾವು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. One type of chemical reaction. Define ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ the reaction in which exchange of ions between the reactants to form the new substance or compound. Exchange of ions between the reactants or radical exchange of radicals. अथवा सिंपल आಗಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ reaction in which exchange of ions between the reactants to form the new compounds. But also identified other one important content, oxidation and reduction and redox reaction. So oxidation andrenu, reduction andrenu, redox reaction andrenu. Oxidation, reaction in which substance adding oxygen or addition of oxygen. Reaction in which substance adding oxygen. Oxidation. Reaction in which substance removal oxygen. Called reduction. Oxygen ಅನ್ನು adding ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ oxidation, oxygen ಅನ್ನು removal ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ reduction. And substance adding oxygen, oxidized substance. Removal of oxygen, reduced substance. अथवा define ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. redox reaction. Reaction in which one of the reactant oxidized, another reactant is reduced. ಒಂದು oxidized oxygen ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, reduced ಒಂದು removal ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದೇ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು reactants, one is oxidized, other one is reduced. Called redox reaction or oxidation reduction reaction. Such points identified. Now let us study some points. So there are two examples once again identified: redox reaction or oxidation reduction reaction. What are examples ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. And effects of oxidation identified. Oxidation create effects are identify ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. That one corrosion and rancidity. And goes to next one chapter, acid, bases and salts. तो मुझे chapter entry ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಕೆಲವು points ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. Come to first point here. Already one of the example identified about the oxidation reduction reaction or redox reaction, that one called B2CuO+. Cupric oxide or copper oxide react with the hydrogen gas to form the cupric oxide. Otherwise, hydrogen gas passes over the heated cupric oxide or copper oxide. Products like Here two copper atoms identified, two copper atoms identified, two oxygen atoms identified, two oxygen atoms identified, and four hydrogen atoms identified, four hydrogen atoms identified, two copper atoms, two copper atoms, two oxygen atom, two oxygen atom, four hydrogen atom, four hydrogen atom. This is balanced chemical equation. In this equation we identified copper oxide is reduced substance because removal oxygen, hydrogen is oxidized substance because it adding oxygen. Second one example of the redox reaction or oxidation and a reduction reaction also identified here. That one, zinc react with the zinc oxide react with the carbon. Zinc oxide react with the carbon to form the product like zinc and carbon monoxide. In this equation, so now we will get there are examples of oxidation and reduction reaction or redox reaction. Examples identify ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. Already defined ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ oxidation, reduction and reduction reaction define ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. In this equation, zinc oxide is a reduced substance because removal of oxygen. Carbon is oxidized substance because it addition of oxygen. Here, which one reduced substance? Zinc oxide. Which one oxidized substance? Carbon. Third one example of the redox reaction or oxidation and reduction reaction. Manganese oxide, MnO2, manganese dioxide. That react with the hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride to form the product. Zinc to form the product manganese chloride. Manganese chloride and also H2O and also chlorine. So this is the product chlorine. Here balancing equation, one atom of manganese, one atom of manganese, two atoms of oxygen, here one atom of oxygen, then two atoms of oxygen, one atom of hydrogen, here four atoms of hydrogen, then four atoms of hydrogen. Balance करता है भी. So here four atoms of chlorine, here two atoms of chlorine, further two atoms of chlorine. Once again balancing, one atom of manganese, one atom of manganese, reactant and product side. Two atoms of oxygen, two atoms of oxygen. In reactant and product side, four atoms of hydrogen. So this is the balanced chemical equation. Now we have considered it is an example of the redox reaction. Go to manganese dioxide is a reduced substance because removal of oxygen. Hydrochloric acid now we have considered oxidized substance because it adding oxygen. Reduced means removal of oxygen. Oxidized means addition of oxygen. So these are the three examples of the redox reaction or oxidation and reduction reaction. Okay, goes to final one content is one chapter like effects of oxidation. You know, first of all, oxidation reaction in which substance addition of oxygen. ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ called oxidation. React with the oxygen to produce respective oxides. ಅತರ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ದಾಗ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Substance react with oxygen produce respective oxides called oxidation. Reaction in which substance addition of oxygen called oxidation. So this process cause effects in our day-to-day life. Cause effects in day-to-day life. ಈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿತ್ಯ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ರೀತಿಯ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದುಷ್ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳು ಉಂಟಾಗ್ತದೆ. Such one effects may be identified two types of the effects in our day-to-day life by oxidation process. Oxidation process ಇಂದ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಎರಡು ರೀತಿಯ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. One of the effects called corrosion, another effect called rancidity. Now comes here effects of oxidation in our day-to-day life. One of the effects identified here corrosion. ಕೊರೆಯುವಿಕೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So what we call corrosion? We know one of the effects of oxidation. ಅತ್ರ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Now comes to some points explanation about the corrosion here given. In our day-to-day life, we use varieties of the iron objects or iron articles. ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಅನೇಕ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Iron objects or articles use many purposes in our day-to-day life. So these objects are left or remains a long time, not used. ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಲ ನಾವು ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ after some time they are identified. Iron articles or objects are very much useful, use different purposes in our day-to-day life. Not used a long time, left or remains a long time. After a long time they are identified. Reddish brown color substance or powder deposited on the iron object. ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಲ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಸೊ ಆ ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ರೆಡ್ಡಿಶ್ ಬ್ರೌನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಪೌಡರ್, ರೆಡ್ಡಿಶ್ ಬ್ರೌನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಪೌಡರ್ ಡಿಪಾಸಿಟೆಡ್, brown powder deposited on the iron object or article. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಡಿಪಾಸಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Because iron objects react with the moisture or acids or addition of oxygen. Iron objects moisture ತೇವಾಂಶದೊಂದಿಗೆ, acids ಅಂಶದೊಂದಿಗೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಒಂದಿಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. addition of oxygen here takes place. This is commonly called what? Oxidation. Addition of oxygen. Iron objects not used remains are left a long time. After long time they are identified. It is brown color deposited. This process commonly called rusting. This process commonly called rusting. That means here iron objects react with the oxygen or moist content or acid content. Totally here takes place oxidation. Iron object adding or addition of oxygen. That takes place oxidation. That takes place rusting process. What is the effect of corrosion or rusting? Their bones are deposited and occurs in the iron object. Rusting ಆದಾಗ corrosion ಆದಾಗ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ರಂಧ್ರಗಳು ಉಂಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Bones are deposited or occur in the iron object. As a result, iron object loss of their strength. Iron object loss of their strength. ತನ್ನ ಸದೃಢತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. It causes loss of money. ಐರನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ತನ್ನ ಸದೃಢತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ, ಡ್ಯೂರಬಿಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಒಂದು ಹಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್, ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ corrosion. So commonly other metal objects also corroded. We call corrosion. effect of oxidation. Iron objects remains long time in the surroundings. Reddish brown color deposited on the iron object. Iron objects loss of strength appears number of holes. Here identify corrodes. This process called corrosion. What is the effect of corrosion? Iron object loss of the strength, loss of force. Other metal objects also corroded. Likewise, iron objects like silver and copper. That's objects also corroded because of the oxidation. Not only iron object, silver and copper objects also corroded. Silver and copper objects also corroded. So commonly identified. So they coated another color on the silver object, iron object, and copper objects, prevent rusting or prevent corrosion. Black color coated on the silver, green color coated on the copper objects. So silver ಮೇಲೆ black color coated ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Green color copper objects ಮೇಲೆ coated ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Because prevent corrosion. So whenever corroded, loss of the strength. But familiarly iron objects are more amount of iron objects become corroded. So whenever identified in vehicles, corrosion cause damage in many fields. In vehicles, ships, iron railings, bridges, they were identified corrosion. Bridges, setuvegalli, they use iron article. It become corroded, loss of the strength. Ships, adagugadu, there also iron objects are corroded. Iron railings, ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ರೈಲಿನ ಕಂಬಿಗಳು, and also car and vehicles, iron objects are corroded. Every year, more amount of money is spent because damage these process or corrosion or prevent or replace the corrosion. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷವೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಹಣವನ್ನು ವ್ಯಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ corrosion ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Totally corrosion cause loss of money, cause damage in different fields. So this is some points about the corrosion. One of the effect of corrosion identified in our day-to-day life, corrosion. What we call corrosion? Here, iron objects or metal objects are addition of oxygen, loss of the strength. This process called corrosion. It causes damage in different fields in our day-to-day life. Now goes to another effect of the oxidation process called rancidity. Another effect of the oxidation process now identified, rancidity. ಕಮಟು ವಾಸನೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. What we call oxidation? Addition of oxygen. Iron objects react with oxygen, loss of the strength, corrosion. Here the food item contain the fat or oil. Fat ಅಂಶ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ oil ಅಂಶ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ food items ಗಳು. Food items contain fat or oil. This food item left remains long time. ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಲ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ, ತೆರೆದು ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ, otherwise these are kept or left in the place long time. ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಲ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ, after some days or some time they identify, change their taste and change their smell or get the smell. That smell known as the rancidity. ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಂಶ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಹಾರ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಅಂಶ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಹಾರ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಲ ತೆರೆದಿಟ್ಟಾಗ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಲ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಯದ ನಂತರ ಗಮನಿಸಿದಾಗ ಆ ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ರುಚಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ರಾನ್ಸಿಡಿಟಿ ಕಮಟು ವಾಸನೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ what happens here for what purpose what is the reason they get the smell rancidity rancid smell appear that means this food item addition of oxygen they are with the oxygen in the surrounding ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಂಶ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಅಂಶ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ವಾತಾವರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಆ ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಡೆಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ as a result loss of the as a result change the taste and change the smell we consume such food item effective to our health and cause disorders what is the effect of rancidity food item loss of the nutritive value if consume such food item effective to our health and cause the disorder so that is the effect of rancidity what is rancidity one of the effect of oxidation or food items contain fat or oil kept in place long time after some time identify changing their taste and smell that's called rancidity what is the effect of rancidity food item loss of the nutritive value we consume such food item effect to our health and cause disorder how to prevent this condition or rancidity commonly iron objects rusting prevent that one color painted iron objects rusting avuna prevent ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬಣ್ಣವನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ here also prevent rancidity how to prevent rancidity in food items use antioxidants one type of the food preservative antioxidant preservative ಸಂರಕ್ಷಕಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ such food item prevent loss of the nutritive value long time and also remains nutritive value long time at the time of storage and transportation ಸಂಗ್ರಹಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕೆಡದಂತೆ ಸಂರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಲು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಂರಕ್ಷಕ ವಸ್ತು ಫುಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಸರ್ವೇಟಿವ್ known as the antioxidants one type of the food preservative known as the antioxidant this is a chemical substance or antioxidants so that is used to prevent the rancidity here food items are stored in airtight container ತುಂಬಾ airtight container ಬಿಗಿಯಾಗಿ ಭದ್ರಗೊಳಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆಂಟಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿ here food items keeping in airtight container prevent rancidity such one example of the food item now we are identified here use children's commonly use varieties of food items one of the example of ready food item or food packet known as the chips one of the ready food package known as the chips children commonly consume this food item here fill nitrogen gas in flash bags nitrogen gas ಅನ್ನು ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಂತರ they storing the food item in chips bags or flash bags they fill nitrogen gas how to prevent rancidity use food preservative known as the antioxidant such food items are keeping in airtight container one of the example chips covers or bags they fill nitrogen gas dear students here study all these parts available under oxidation and reduction effects of oxidation corrosion and rancidity corrosion iron objects are rusting loss of the strength rancidity. Food item react with oxygen. Loss of the glucose value, change their taste and change their smell. Prevent rusting, color painted. Prevent rancidity, use antioxidants. Today we look so many points in the chapter chemical reactions and equations. Now goes to learn in some points in the next chapter here, one as the acids, bases and salts. In this chapter, chemical reactions and equations. We have learned or studied so many parts. Chemical reaction, chemical equations, balance of the chemical equations, types of the chemical reactions. Learn some points in the chapter acids, bases and salts. That is the another one of the important chapter also, acids, bases and salts. Acids ಆಮ್ಲಗಳು, bases ಪ್ರತ್ಯಾಮ್ಲಗಳು, salts ಲವಣಗಳು. What learn in this chapter totally? In ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ. What are acids? What are bases? What are salts? Properties of acids, bases and salts. Properties ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. Reaction of acids and bases with the metals. Metals ಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ acids ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಏನು, bases ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಏನು? Acids, bases, salts ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಮತ್ತೆ properties ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Properties of acids, bases and salts. And second also learn, second part also learn reaction of acids, reaction of bases, reaction of acids and bases with metals. ಲೋಹಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ acids ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಏನು, ಬೇಸಸ್ಗಳು ಲೋಹಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ acids. acids ಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್, ಮೆಟಲ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನೇಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಏನು. Reaction of metallic oxides with the acids, non-metallic oxides with the bases. Metallic oxides ಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ acids ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಏನು, non-metallic oxides ಗಳೊಂದಿಗೆ bases ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಏನು. pH value in our day-to-day life and the uses of these salts like bleaching powder, sodium hydroxide, washing soda, baking soda, plaster of Paris. Uses of salts, importance of pH value, and some points about the acids, bases. Learn this chapter. ಆತರ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. acids, bases ಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ಅಂಶಗಳು. pH value in our day-to-day life. pH value in our day-to-day life and uses of certain salts. ಲವಣಾಂಶಗಳ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನಗಳು ಏನೇನು? Today learn some points over what are acids and what are bases. Acids ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, bases ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಕೆಲವು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಈಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. Listen here students, acids commonly what we call acids are the chemical, ರಾಸಾಯನಿಕಗಳು. acids are chemicals, bases are chemicals. ಅತರ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Now comes the other points about the acids, bases and salts. ಬೇರೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡೋಣ. We consume varieties of food items in our day-to-day life and get the different tastes from the food item. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಗ್ರಹಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. We get the different tastes from the food item. We get the different tastes from food item. ಆಹಾರ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯ ರುಚಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಗ್ರಹಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. We get the sweet, ಸಿಹಿ ಅಂಶವನ್ನ ಗ್ರಹಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. We get the salt. P ಅಂಶವನ್ನ ಗ್ರಹಿಸ್ತೀವಿ and also get the soul. B ಅಂಶವನ್ನ bitter ಕಹಿ ಅಂಶವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಗ್ರಹಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. We get the such type of the tastes from the food items. Okay, now come to this point here. We get the soul from the food item because the food item contain acids. A food item ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಂಶ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಹುಳಿ ಆಗತಕ್ಕಂತ ಅನುಭವ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. We get the bitter from the food item. The food item contain bases or base. Food items ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಮ್ಲದ ಅಂಶ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಹುಳಿ ಆಗತಕ್ಕಂತ ರುಚಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Food items ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸ್ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಾಮ್ಲದ ಅಂಶ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಕಹಿ ಆಗತಕ್ಕಂತ ಅನುಭವ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It means acids are chemicals. Acids gives taste to sour and acids identified one of the property also. What are acids? Type of the chemicals. Or acids are chemicals. Acids give sour taste. One of the property also identified about the acids. Acids of the property ಕೂಡ identify ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Acids turn blue litmus paper to red litmus paper. What are acids ಅಂದಾಗ ಈ ಮೂರು ರೀತಿಯ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Acids are chemical. Acids give sour taste. Acids give sour taste. ಹುಳಿ ಆಗಲು ಕಾರಣ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Here we get the sour taste from the food item because the food item contain acids. Acids give sour taste. And acids turn blue litmus paper to red litmus paper. Turn blue litmus paper to red litmus paper. So that one got what? What are acids? Blue litmus paper, red litmus paper convert ಆಗೋ acids ಕಾರಣ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now also some points about the bases. Bases ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. What are bases? Bases are chemicals. Likewise, acids, bases are also chemicals. Bases are chemicals. Bases give bitter taste. Always remember, we get the bitter taste from the food item because food item contain base. A food item ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಹಿ ಗುಣ ಪ್ರಕಟ ಆದಂತೆ food item ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಾಮ್ಲ ಅಂಶ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. We get the taste bitter from the food item because the food item contain base. Bases chemical. Bases give bitter taste and bases turn red litmus paper to blue litmus paper. Turn red litmus paper to blue litmus paper. So that one, the properties of the acids and properties of bases. What are acids? What are bases? Differentiate acids and bases. Either difference ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, define ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Acids are chemicals. Acids give sour taste. Acids convert blue litmus paper to red litmus paper. Bases are chemical. Bases give bitter taste. Bases convert the red litmus paper to blue litmus paper. Now, what are the examples of the acids? Like hydrochloric acid, HCl. Examples of the acid like H2SO4, sulfuric acid. Examples of acid like HNO3, nitric acid. Examples of bases like sodium hydroxide, NaOH, potassium hydroxide, KOH, ammonium hydroxide. Third one, examples of bases. Here we know some points. What are acids? What are bases? And examples of acids and bases. Now go to the next point here. By using indicator, we indicate presence of acids or base in solution. ಕೆಲವು ಸೂಚಕ ಅಕ್ಷರಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟರ್ಸ್ we are using types of indicators commonly natural indicators and man-made or artificial indicators. We are using two types of indicator. One type of indicator called natural indicator. Another type of indicator called artificial indicator. Natural and artificial indicator. Now identify an example of the natural indicator. Natural indicator. And also identify examples of artificial indicators. Artificial indicators. So these are the two types of the indicators. First identify example of the natural indicators. One of the example of the natural indicator called litmus paper or litmus solution. Example of natural indicator litmus solution. And other one example known as the red cabbage leaves are commonly used as turmeric, arishina, turmeric. And other one known as the red cabbage leaves. Red cabbage leaves. These are the examples of the red cabbage leaves, turmeric and litmus solution. Example of the natural indicator. Example of the artificial indicator. Phenolphthalein. Example of artificial indicator. Methyl arrays. Example of artificial indicator. Example of artificial indicator. So here students now identify example of natural indicator and example of artificial indicator. This indicator indicate presence of acid or base in solution. Example of artificial and natural indicator. Second point here. Define the term acids, define the term bases. You have studied all these points in this chapter and also studied oxidation, reduction, acidity, corrosion. Learn so many points in the next class.